Sabina. Thanks so much for doing this.
Hi, Leah. Thanks.
All right, well, let's start at the very beginning, as we do with all these venture profiles. Just tell me a little bit about Nimble.
Yeah, Nimble's an interesting company. We're really about everything you always hear about the gut microbiome, and all the potential opportunities that it has, and all the things that it might save us from ourselves. About our gut-brain axis and how we're doing mentally, and the foods we eat. But there's so much mystery behind the gut microbiome. And Nimble is really aimed to solve that mystery and help others solve the mystery by just providing the missing piece. So it's a really simple little device that we make. You swallow it, you take it with your breakfast, and it collects a sample from beyond the reach of where even they can go with endoscopy these days. You have to go into the hospital and get a whole procedure done. And so this is about bringing a new fluid to the forefront of medicine and just seeing what we can do with it.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about that. Like, what kind of information would you learn with this little thing that goes through your body?
That's the best part, is we really don't know. It's everything. Actually, someone today gave me the best quote. They said it's beyond stool, like beyond meat. But it's like the next generation of all the things that we know and understand about our digestive system, our mental health, cancers, the way we lose weight, the way we gain weight, the way our mood is feeling. And so it's linked to all of those things, but it's really just fluid. And we give it to people to sequence it or look at it in different ways. And then we get information out, and that information is mapped into drug development programs or research projects to try to just keep putting puzzle pieces on the table, and we'll figure some cool things out.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Okay, let's get a couple of operational things down. So, number of years in business. How long have you guys been around?
My partner started this in 2018, but before then he was in his garage toiling away. So I've never actually asked him, but a couple of years before that, he was already trying to figure out how to make this happen.
For sure. Okay, and number of employees in the company at this stage?
We're at 11. We are mostly blessed with some of the most amazing co-op students from the University of Calgary that just bring an energy and an excitement to the company that you couldn't get any other way. But we are 11 strong at this time.
Nice. So go back a little bit for me, if you will, and just sort of explain to me why you really wanted to start this business in the first place.
Yeah, it's actually my partner, Joseph, that started this. He really started it I think it was his father. His father's a renowned gastrointestinal physician in China. Mm-hmm. And I think he put it to his only son to, solve this problem. Why can't we get this fluid out to understand what's happening with the patients? And so Joseph set to work to create this simple way of doing that, and really to override the complexity of having to go into a hospital procedure to do it. And so I joined. Really, it's so simple. The device is so simple, and it's plugging such an important need that I don't know how you couldn't do it. It's sitting there saying, figure this out, bring this to the world. So I'm really engaged for that reason. I love how simple and obvious this need is.
Terrific. Okay, within our labs, we like to talk about massive human impact and the impact we can create with these companies. When you think of impact at Nimble, what sort of impact would you like to create?
Yeah, solutions. It drives me crazy. So at Nimble, we get the opportunity to talk to some of the leading companies around the world that are trying to develop therapies in Parkinson's, gut health, different neurodegenerative diseases, cancers, and they all have a problem. And they see our device as a way that they may solve their problem. And I think for Nimble to find a business within that, for us to really bring something new to the market, is the test. But no matter how we do that, we will have impact on all of these companies and across, just every type of disease that you can think of. So I think it's win-win-win for Nimble to bring this to them and solve some of the problems that are just asking to be solved.
Wonderful. Okay, if we're thinking down the road, in the future, what's next for Nimble, sort of in the very near future and then down the road?
Yeah, right away. Nimble is growth. We are ready to evolve from our current model of students. We're bringing on seasoned professionals, really recruiting them from around the world in specific expertise areas related to the microbiome and to production and different partnership strategies. So we're growing as a team. We're creating partnerships with these companies around the world to really work together to solve these problems. And so the next 12 months at Nimble are going to be just one of, all I can say is explosive growth.
Exciting, exciting. Well, we're very excited to watch that. And thank you so much for telling us all about Nimble today.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Leah.